Okay, today we're going to analyze a video that was made and see what we can determine about some safety here. Stop making the same mistake when clearing your gun. So let's see what this dude is going to do. The first thing you notice is you got a pistol that's in a holster. We do not know the condition of the pistol. We don't know if it's loaded or not loaded. And the purpose of this video is to absolutely prove that a gun is unloaded. So let's see what the steps are that this particular teacher does. Notice the index finger is straight. He pulls the gun out of the holster. He's keeping that index finger nice and straight up there right where the frame and the slide touch. Very first step, pull out that magazine. Get the magazine out of the picture. He's saying don't put your hand in front of the muzzle. So you got the magazine out now. 2 times to rack. 1, 2. That makes sure you clear. If there was a round in the chamber, that clears that round out of the chamber. You do it twice, is just in case, a little extra insurance. Or if you made a mistake and left the mag in with one in it, it would show you you're ejecting live rounds. Now he's going to lock the slide to the rear. Slide is locked to the rear. What's the next check? Inspect the chamber. Look inside the chamber, put your eyeball in there and look and see if there's a round. And then use your pinky finger to check that. That is out of Glock Owner's Manual, page number 20. There are plenty of special forces that do this to check a gun, because if you're really tired, you've been up for 2 or 3 days with no sleep, and you're needing to check, make sure it's empty before you clean it. That's the best way to do it right there, is a pinky check. Your eyes can fool you, or maybe a shell is dark. Wolf makes some dark green ammo. It could be in the dark that you have to check it. So visually check it. And as a backup, use your pinky. So he did that. He visually checked it. Then he did a pinky check. Now just looking it over, making sure everything's good to go. That gun is empty, no doubt about it. Mag is out. And the gun is empty. He's showing there's no bullets anywhere around. That's the best method you can use. Hey, let the slide go forward. Gonna dry fire it in a safe location. There's a click. Dry fired, no problem at all. Don't have to worry about it going bang, because you have proven that this gun is clear. All right, let's see what he's gonna do next. That's the proper way to do it. This video is going to show you some negligent discharges. It's going to show how to do it the wrong way also. Unfortunately, many people on YouTube will watch you do this and they think that you're just stupid. But I don't think that's the case. This man doing this video has got 50 years of experience of working with guns, military trained, a member of a local shooting club, teaches safety classes, got very good credentials. So he's not 100% perfect. I'll show you a few small mistakes, but nothing that's life-threatening. Still just showing that everything's clear. And notice that he's saying you need to put that ejection port facing up. If you're on a range and the range officer is going to walk by, he's going to want to see that ejection port facing up. And you'll see that clearly here, saying make sure that you can walk behind the shooter. If you're on a line and you can look down inside that chamber, that's in the sunshine. You can't do that at nighttime. That's why we use a pinky test. Some people are scared that the gun will bite their finger, but it's not going to bite your finger unless you push the slide release. So that's a non-issue. That's stuff that people are imagining. No need to imagine problems. There's plenty of them that already exist. All right, let's see what the next thing's going to happen here. All right, so this very first one that you're about to see here, he's going to make some mistakes. Let's analyze this carefully. Let's watch this video and see if we can tell what the mistake is. He's going to try to show you how to clear a gun, how people do it the wrong way. This is the wrong way. So the only thing we know is he's got a gun in a holster. We do not know the condition. We're going to assume that it's loaded. That's the safest way to do it. When you see a gun laying on a table, it's holstered, you can't touch the trigger, so that part is fairly safe. But we don't know, okay? He's talking about making sure that index finger stays straight. Very good rule of thumb. Very good rule of finger. All right, he's got it out of the holster. Is it loaded or not loaded? We don't know. We don't know. All right, see if he does something wrong here. Pulls the mag out, and he says, okay, it's probably unloaded because this is his wife's gun. She never puts one in the chamber. She doesn't carry with one in the chamber. Now he's just going to let it click, okay? Just going to let it click and, in a safe direction. It's supposed to be not loaded. And look at that. The gun went off. You know why it went off? He believed his wife. His wife told him, I never put one in the chamber, honey. I never do that. I'm just too scared to carry it with one in the chamber, so I don't ever do that. Well, maybe on her last shooting trip to the range, she forgot and left one in there, but there was one in the chamber. So that shows you why you want to be very careful with the gun and always treat it like it's loaded. All right, this is a second scenario. Again, his wife's gun. She has asked him to clean it. He sits down. He's pretty smart at this stuff. He's going to be safe, at least click it in a safe direction. Let's see what he does wrong here. Okay, index finger straight, that's good. Gets it out of the holster, doesn't flag himself, that's good. What's the next thing? Uh-oh, he racked the slide. Supposed to pull the mag out first. Order of operation is wrong. He should have pulled the mag. Instead, he racked the slide. He racked one round right in there that was in that mag. There was only one round in the mag, and when he racked it, it went in the chamber. He pulled the mag out, and it made it look like the gun was empty. The mag was empty. The chamber was loaded. See how that went? Let's rewind that one and do that one again, because that's worth watching. Let's do that one again. Okay, here we go. So pick it up, pull it out of the holster. The very first mistake is you should always eject your magazine first. Instead, he racked it one time, should have been twice. If he'd racked it twice right there, a live round would have come out, would have saved the day. Now, at least he's pointed in a safe direction. He expects it to go click, but it goes bang. And it drains out a gallon of water. That's just water in those jugs. A little bit embarrassing, but this is a calculated negligent discharge. This is for your training. This guy's not an idiot. He's got 50 years experience with guns. He's trying to teach you something. You can see, by the way, he knocked that off. It's like, next. Now this third one is kind of a tricky situation. I'll give you a little heads up on this to begin with. This magazine has 2 rounds in it, okay? There's not one in the chamber, but the magazine has 2 rounds. See, he's showing you, keep that index finger straight, pull the gun out of the holster. Order of operation is going to be wrong. He racks it twice because somebody told him always rack your gun twice and you're safe. So the first rack loaded one in the chamber, and the second rack took it out of the chamber and loaded another round. Now he's going to click it, but it's not going to go click. Bang, the gun was actually loaded. So let's review that one again, just to make absolutely sure that everybody understands what we're doing here. This third one, there are 2 rounds in the magazine. There is nothing in the chamber. So the first big mistake is He does not eject the magazine first. You must eject the magazine first, then do rack. Rack, one round goes in, then it goes out. That was round one. It goes in the chamber and then gets ejected. But another one went in the chamber right behind it. Imagine this, if you were in a place and that actually got aimed at somebody and you thought the gun was empty, or you handed it to somebody and said you just unloaded it. See how bad that could go? So the big mistake was you're supposed to take the magazine out first. Then rack, then pinky check and visual check, and then you're good to go. You'll be in the clear if you do it that way. You get your order wrong, you're going to have a negligent discharge. Now this part is just going to go over the proper procedure again, but so make sure you're very careful with your guns. When you're watching these videos, feel free to make comments, but we don't need anybody to try to make fun and say this guy's an idiot. The guy in the video is me. I know the guy very well. 50 years of experience, military trained, worked with police, have done some backup duty for all kinds of different situations, done some gunsmithing, bought, sold shotguns for over 50 years, have taught many people gun safety here on the farm, and never have had one single negligent discharge, never had an accidental discharge. So got a pretty good track record. So feel free to make your comments. Hope you enjoy this, and I hope you will consider following these basic rules of safety. And don't make fun of the pinky test. It's real. There's a whole lot of special forces boy that do the pinky test, and it's something that Gaston Glock put right into his Glock manual. If you own a Glock, even if you don't own one, you can pull up Glock manual on the internet. It's a PDF file, and look at page 20 and you'll see that right there. He does not use his pinky, he uses his index finger, but my pinky just fits that easier. So I have let a slide go on my pinky just to demonstrate that it's not that strong. It can't generate enough energy because it doesn't have any place to go. Just about the time it starts to go forward, it's already on your finger, so it doesn't even get a chance to slam good. Visual check, pinky check, that gun is empty. And you can handle that with full confidence from that point on. You could put it in the holster, you dry fire it, make sure you take the pressure off the striker, no reason to leave it cocked. But you could take that apart now, put it in field strip mode, pull the slide off, do all your cleanup, and never ever worry about that gun negligently going bang. It's not going to happen. Now the last step, go ahead and dry fire it just to make sure it goes click. We know it will, but that's just a kind of a habit. You're going to be required to do that anyway. Before you get the slide off, you put that gun into takedown lever mode set, and you got to pull the trigger, get the slide off. So don't feel bad about that. It's got to happen. Thank y'all for watching, and we hope that you'll please tap the like and subscribe. And we do have the super chats now, so if somebody wants to click on that and send us $2, we'll put that towards your higher quality videos, maybe a little coffee and some primers. So thanks again for watching. Over and out for now.